Oh, it was Power here to review the Kamen Rider Zero-One A.I.M.S Narikiri Set. I'm not sure if it's the DX A.I.M.S Narikiri Set, but either one. So, the box doesn't really show what exactly is consisted within this, because it's just, you know, the typical A.I.M.S, like, camo, which is really interesting looking at it close up. There's the chrome A.I.M.S Squad logo. You can see some scratches, because that's just how I got it. A.I.M.S Narikiri Set, A.I.M.S Squad. And there's not really much to this. Just warning saying this is everything it includes, which we'll go over right now. So this is the entire set, which includes variants of the Shooting Wolf progress key, the Russian Cheetah progress key, and what's actually new within the set is the Rise phone and the A.I.M.S Squad case for the Rise phone. We'll cover the new stuff later because these stuff are the last things apparently, and move Russian Cheetah out of the way and cover this iteration of Shooting Wolf. These do have specific names. I just don't remember them. So, this Shooting Wolf at first will seem similar to its original DX counterpart. Obviously, because we got the wolf here, Shooting Wolf, ability bullet. The back, you will notice something different because the QR code is non-existent. So technically, you can say this is like a way more accurate version of the toy. However, as obvious, the huge gimmick with this Shooting Wolf is that it can't open. You can pry it, or you can only crack it a bit, but other than that, you actually can't open this at all. Obviously, you can like ruin it by, ruin the fun of it by unscrewing this and just simply like lifting this piece out and just sticking it out. Then you're allowed to put in anything, but you can't open it, which is honestly fun. Now, I thought they meant that. What they meant is that this was just completely like solid, but it just seems like you can just crack it a bit, so then you can like replicate Fua like doing this before he flicks it out. Because this is the closest he has like opened it, I guess. Which, you know, this is like neat and such. Though I think it would have been. I thought it would have been at least more. Or I thought it would have at least been like more on par if it wasn't able to open to begin with. And quick comparison with the Shooting Wolf progress key from the Shot Riser itself. It's again the exact same except no QR code, and instead of being made in China, it was made in Thailand. And obviously this one you can actually open, unlike this one. Basically because there's a square. There's a like. I think this is a new cover because they molded a square in here, so then the cover would keep hitting that and essentially not allow this to open. But yeah. So for sounds, I'm just gonna say for each button pressed you get 12. There's 12 single presses and 2 holds. So let's go with that right now. I sometimes I think the quotes will go or the dialogue will go longer, but then it doesn't.
ヒューマギアは人を傷つける。人類の敵だ。一つ残らずぶっ潰す。顔を背けたらそこで終わりだ。顔を上げろ。ヒューマギアは人の命を奪う。破壊すべき人類の敵だ。白衣の天使だろうと暴走したら破壊する。これでおあいこだな。
不破、私はいつかお前を裏切るかもしれない。私と戦う日が来たら。
その時は俺が勝つ。
そうか。
変身しろ。システムが負傷を少しはカバーしてくれる。なんでウルフのキーをお前が持ってんだ。ウルフといえば俺のもんだろ。
I'll admit, the thing I wish the LED wasn't constantly on, so now I actually know to move on. But
笑いなんていらねえんだよ。俺に必要なのは怒りだ。デイブレイクのあの日から俺は怒りで今日まで生きてきた。怒りが俺を支えたんだ。滅亡人類ネットをぶっ潰す。それが俺の全てだ。
and that one is the last one because if we go circle around,
変身して畳みかける。開かない。
it will go back to the first phrase. So obviously, if you couldn't tell, those were like the phrases from here are always up to episode 16, or actually 14, up to Assault Wolf's debut. Yeah, 14. And as I stated before, this one has 2 holds, or 2 sounds that you get for holding it.
力ずくで外せばいいだろう。おいやいば、ウルフのキーが少し調子が悪くなった。修理頼む。
So that sound exactly, I'm pretty sure this sound, that played was just specifically for this toy, which is neat. Just because essentially it's like Fua attempting to like opening this key, but then he just fails. And then the last sound out of this. The last sound is literally just the sound of trying to open this, and you press the button when that plays.
力ずくで外せばいいだろう。
It just stops it. Like, I wish it was the sound of like opening it, but sadly it's not. But yeah, that's essentially it for the what I'm calling the can't open shooting wolf pro race key. And you know, I do think it's actually smart of them too, of like, you know, if you like do try to like get this off, like if you attempt to like do something like this, you try to be like sneaky, you still can't open it, so that's fun. Next up we have Russian Cheetah. Obviously by the front it seems, you know, very typical, to the point that this one actually still opens. However, when we flip it to the back, we're met with this contraption. Because obviously to replicate Yua transforming, they added a spinner. So quick comparisons of the original Russian Cheetah, if it wants to focus. Obviously it's not that different. Obviously the QR code is no longer present, and it's still made in Thailand. And because of this, you can actually set it like so. Obviously, these are still the same inside. It's just that, again, you got this contraption stuck and such. And moving the tab, because that's what allows us to actually spin it. So obviously what you do is that you simply slide this within your middle finger, and now you're supposed to be able to spin it. However, mine sadly doesn't that well, because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like flick it, something like this, like you're supposed to flick it in some fashion, but I can't, because I'm either doing this wrong or I'm probably doing it wrong, honestly. But as you can see from here, like from this point, if I just if I hold on the PowerRider key and spin it from this handle, it seems that it does spin, but you can hear like it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of just squeaking a bit. But then if we like hold it from here and spin the PowerRider key like how it's supposed to happen, it does seem to spin, but not well. Whoops. So it's just, I don't know, like the spinning gimmick, it's neat, but I can't get it to work. Because it actually is supposed to like, I think you are supposed to be able to like spin it like so, but it doesn't really work really well, which I think kind of does suck. See, because this actually seems to spin well, it's just that I can't get it to, spin. Anyways, this one has at least like 5 single presses, and then there's 6 holds. So let's just get through that.
一つ教えておいてやる。バックアップさえあればいつでも復元できる。それが人工知能。それがヒューマギアだ。たとえ壊しても作り直せば済む話。ただの道具だ。人工知能特別包囲班を確認。すべて破壊する。ちょうどいい。テストだ。うわ、なぜ助けた？
お前はなぜあの病院で俺を助けた？
助けたいと思ったからだ。
俺もだ。俺は俺の信じる者のために戦ってる。お前もそうなんだろう。
ああ。
だったらそれでいい。
Yeah, just to prove that this actually cycles through.
一つ教えておいてやる。バックアップさえあればいつでも復元できる。それが人工知能。それがヒューマギアだ。 たとえ壊しても作り直せば済む話。
So that's it for single presses. Again, surprisingly, there's more holds. So obviously, this is just the sound of this spinning, to which when you press it, you catch it. So that's interesting. And then we get 5 more sounds.
よし、それじゃあ早速。10回転、まだまだだな。もっとスナップを効かせて。それ。20回転か。こんなもんじゃないな。自分の力を信じろ。はっ。30回転だ。腕がしびれてきたな。限界を超えてみせる。いや40回転だ。やったやったぞ。どうする。これ以上は危険な領域だ。だがやってみせる。はっ。50回転だ。危なかった。意識がなくなりかけた。今日はここまでにしよう。
I'm pretty sure this one will just go back to. So again, just like the hold for Wolf, I'm pretty sure all those like 5 sounds that occurred with this one are for this toy, because I think it's literally Yua trying to like see how long she can spin this progress key and see how long, just, you know, she's challenging herself. But honestly, it's just kind of funny because she's just so expressive here. And obviously after a while it'll actually time out, because oddly enough, unlike this one, obviously whenever like it's just the cracking sound, it turns itself off. This one you have to like wait it out, and it's weird. But yeah, so I would just say, I guess, well, actually I'll probably hold it, but that's essentially it for this one. Essentially, these two have the same amount of sounds. Like this one has like 12 individual 2 holds, 5 individual, and 6 holds. So just 1 sound off, I guess. No, 3, but nah. So the last thing that's included is technically the only new thing out of this set, the Rise phone, which is the basic one that all civilians, I believe, or all workers, I believe, within like the city of Zero-One have. It's just like a typical ProRise key. I love the front. The metallic silver is really neat, although it sadly doesn't carry over in the back. The back is very bleak. It's just gray. As you can see here, there's a camera because this replaces the QR code, again made in Thailand. Here's the screen, so we get the individual apps. And just to compare it with the previous Rise phone, the Hidden Rise phone, the main reason why I got this, surprisingly, I want to say I don't know, this one seems, well, obviously this one's more forward, because this one, obviously, is a bike, but, surprisingly, for everyone else, Arto does not have a weather app, nor a GPS, because he has a president app and a bike app for obvious reasons, but other than that, he doesn't even have a camera, or an obvious camera, because his, I guess this is the camera. Oh, and obviously, we just get a more forward picture, especially like down here. Like, apparently there's more pages, which we can't see because again it's covered by that hinge, and obviously the bulk is non-existent. And sadly, this button isn't a thing. And just to get this over with, here's the A.I.M.S Rise phone cover or case, which is really interesting that we're getting a phone case. It's just a sticker, sadly, but nothing much. There's a clip right here because I think this one is technically molded differently just to have this clip because none of the other PowerRider keys have that. So you just simply snap these two together. Now you have the A.I.M.S Rise phone. So then you can actually be like, you know, secretly recording things and blackmail your workers and other suspicious things that are illegal. And you just simply take it off like so. I really like how this is made because obviously for obvious reasons and such, but I'm gonna leave it off because I had to pull that off. And you can attempt to put this with other PowerRider keys, it just won't click. It'll stay, but it won't click fully because there's nothing for this to actually clip onto. So yeah, so let's move on with the sounds. Try to keep my tabs in place. And obviously it's a phone, so we're gonna have it like this. So this is the button of activation. Unlike the Hidden Rise phone where it's like a press button, this one's a clicky button. So I believe there's at least like 7 single presses, but I can be wrong about that.
内閣官房直属の対人工知能特務機関 A.I.M.S です。これより遺伝インテリジェンスに対し取り調べを行います。私は技術顧問の八重歯優愛、そして捜査官の
不破勇だ。覚悟しろ。返答次第ではお前を連行する。
I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like this one's a lot quieter. But not as quiet as the Hidden Rise one, but this one, it seems a lot quieter than Wolf and Cheetah.
不破が仮面ライダーバルカンに変身を遂行。ついに始まりました。これでもエイムズの技術顧問だからな。お任せで一巻握ってもらおう。濃い口醤油か。
さっきから携帯いじってるだけじゃねえか。勝手にしろ。俺は俺のやり方で探す。
分かってないな。道具は使いようだ。
マギアの反応を確認。現場に急行する。操作方法の可視化のため撮影をさせてもらう。
01が進化した。
01じゃない。あれは別の何かだ。
And surprisingly, they use that from the debut of Metal Cluster, even though I'm not that far. And again, it will cycle back.
内閣官房直属の対人工知能特務機関不破が仮面ライダーバルカンに変身を遂行。ついに始まりました。
So that's it for the individual sounds, but obviously just like the other two, if you hold this down, we get, I think, 12 additional whole sounds. So we get the same ringtone, but actually in a louder speakerphone. So to actually get the sound pressed again.
もしもし、私だ。すいません、間違えました。
もしもし、エイムズまでカツ丼10杯支給頼む。いつもの栄養ドリンクも50本つけといてくれ。
I really like the concept of essentially like the phone is ringing and then like either, you know, Fu or you pick it up. Like I think that's actually pretty smart.
もしもし、今どこにいるんだ。早く寿司を食べに行くぞ。おい、起きろ。まったく、世話のかかるやつだ。
おい、起きろ。俺だってまだ眠いんだ。気合い入れろ。
もしもし、最近働きすぎじゃないか。無理はするなよ。これでもエイムズの技術顧問だからな。
Sometimes I'll accidentally press the button, or like sometimes it doesn't like register.
もしもし、迷った時は自分の思うようにやれ。責任は俺が取る。
不満じゃないんだが、上司が白い服しか着ないんだ。君はどう思う？
おい、勘違いしてるようだから言っておくが、俺はゴリラじゃねえぞ。
あ、もしもし？間違えた。私だ。刃優愛だ。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
もしもし、私だ。すいません、間違えました。
Yeah, that's essentially it with the Rise phone and such. Now, before we actually finish this all, I just want to state right away that obviously this does not, like, these three are not compatible with anything at all. Like, literally the only thing that's, like, compatible is just anything that doesn't actually, you know, utilize sounds. So, like, obviously I can take Breaking Mammoth, just take the Rise phone, and that's it, because essentially now you got two blanks, which I guess is essentially Breaking Mammoth. But you got two blank progress keys, but one that actually doesn't do anything and one that actually can. Obviously that's besides the point. I think you can actually put Cheetah on here. Oh, well, actually, wait. You can't put Cheetah on here. You just do that. But obviously no one cares for this thing. So obviously I'll just show this off. Attempting to put this in the shot riser is just not worth it because
力ずくで外せばいいだろう。Shot rise.
obviously that doesn't work. This can't even fit in here. I think the only thing this can really fit in is Mammoth, and obviously the Rise phone. Because it doesn't even have buttons. These two have buttons, but they're just there. So like even like so yes, you can't put these two in anything, but it's literally just gonna act like the blank progress key from Breaking Mammoth. So yeah, that's it for the A.I.M.S Narikiri set, or the DX A.I.M.S Narikiri set. Overall, I'm just gonna say this set is really optional. I don't really. It's like I recommend it for like obviously hardcore like fans. Like if you're really big on Zero-One, if you really like Fua and Yua and such, then obviously go for this. As I stated before, I really only got this for the Rise phone because I thought this was really neat and such. And I should address this too. Yes, you can use these two, like, because I think they still are built the same way. You can authorize the Zero-One driver with it. But you know, it's just nice to actually have a normal Rise phone, even though, like, you know, its sounds are just mostly phrases. And that's the thing with this toy too, is just like you can easily skip this just because, like, you know, they're mostly like phrases that are gonna get repurposed within the memorial set. Like some of these definitely, but not like the ones that both have Fu and Yua, because I don't really see that happening with the memorial ones. But and also just I just saw, like, you know, I just kind of saw like these two variants of the Shun Wolf and Russian Cheetah progress keys as like just fun bonuses. Like, you know, it's just fun to like play around with a progress key that can't open, and a Russian Cheetah that has a spinner and such. So even though these are the main attraction, I mostly again got it for this. But really, I just have to say, like, it's not necessary, especially because in the aftermarket this goes for like $60, which does make sense because you technically are paying normal. You're paying for 3 progress keys, so it's like that does make sense because it's like 45 and then plus shipping. But it's not necessary at best. So that's really it for this review. So this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people. Bye.